Good afternoon, my lovely viewers. Welcome back to my channel, and this is Yellowberry here. If this is your first time to come to this channel, please press the subscribe button and please like, comment, and share at the end of the video. Today, I'm just going to show you how to make this butterfly Bubu gown I've got here. It's very lovely, very beautiful. If you can see on the template there, it came out really nice. I'm just going to show you how I made it, so please get ready as we go straight into the tutorial. So here I've got 6 yards of this beautiful African fabric, but I need only 3 yards for my size, so I just cut 6 yards on there. And I've just put the fabric, I've just folded it in 4, as you can see. 1 2 3 4, they're folded there, and the top part is on fold as well. Please take note that the top part is on fold. So I've just laid my fabrics flat, and for me today, I'm not going to be drawing on the fabric direct. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my basic pattern measurements from my patterns here, and I'm just going to use those ones. I just need the original, the bust measurement, the waist and the hip. So I'm just going to just draw from those lines. I'm not going to start all over again, or I'm not going to draw on my fabric. So I've just laid my pattern onto my fabric, and what I'm just going to do today is because I don't want this Bubu gown to be tight fitting, so I'm just going to add an extra inch to my original pattern there. So I'm just going to make an extra inch, so to allow for a little bit of comfort there. So this is me going down on all my measurements there, and I'm just putting 1 extra inch on everywhere. Then I take my ruler and I just join those points that I've made with my chalk. So this is me just adding and joining all the points. So as you see, this is just the top. I'm going to measure all the way down. For the sleeve, I'm not worried because I just leave the sleeve to be as long as the fabric is. So this is my line from the hip measurement down to where my length is, and my length is 60 inches, of which I've just included the hem allowance as well. And because now my sleeve, I want it to go a little bit down the hip, so I've measured 5 inches more from where my hip line, my hip measurement is. I've just gone down 5 inches because I want my butterfly sleeve to come just below my hip. So this is where I'm just putting my line there, so that my butterfly sleeve will just go just below my hip. When I put my hands down, my butterfly sleeve will be just below my hip. So now I start making some markings. There you can see with my chalk, I'm just making my markings, and then I draw a straight line from the edge of the fabric coming to join my line there, my hip line going down. So as you can see, where I've put a line across there, I've put 5 inches down and I've joined it with that straight line that is going down. Okay, I don't know if it's making sense. So now, because this one is on fold, the back is going to be on fold as well as the front, I'm just going to give a 5 inches allowance, more allowance at the bottom. So instead of having a straight line from my hip going down, at the very edge, at the hemline, I'm going to measure 5 inches, so to give an allowance, so that when I'm walking, I won't be stuck in my dress. So that is what I've just done there. 5 inches. As you can see, the straight line was supposed to be there, but I've just added 5 inches there. Then I joined it to the line where I will be joining my butterfly sleeve. Okay, so at the end I'll have a sort of a little flared bottom there, not a straight one. Otherwise it will be difficult because I don't have a slit. Then I go to my neckline. We have already done neckline before, and I'm just going to measure the usual. I've just done 4 inches for the back neck and 1 inch going down, and I just going to join them. So that is my back neck. I'm just doing there. I just take my curved ruler and I joined them together, and for my and then I just cut. So for my front neck, I'm just going to do the 4 inches by 4 inches going down, and I create my neck there. This is me measuring 4 inches going down as well. That is from my front neck measurement. And I'll take my ruler again and I'll just draw a line. I'll just curve a line for my neck. So that is my neck done. I separate the back and the front so that I can cut the front. Just be careful now when you're doing this. Just try and separate the back from the front, and then take your scissors and just cut your front. Remember this gown, there is no seam at the front, there is no seam at the back. So at the you take the back neck there when you are done. This is me just taking off the pattern. I'll take my scissors and I'll make a snipping at the back neck there to make an opening so that it can be all nice and comfortable, so you can put your hair through without any problems, because it's not going to have a zipper. So that's the only reason why I have to make a slit at the back, of which you can use now a bias tape. So after I've done this, now I'm just going to add 1 inch seam allowance. I'm still going to add 1 inch seam allowance to the bottom of my gown, starting from where I've joined my butterfly sleeve, going all the way down. I'm just going to add 1 inch seam allowance. So you're just going to cut now my pattern. Just cut along all the way until I finish. Just be careful at that corner there when you're joining now the butterfly sleeve and the skirt of your length. Just cut it as it is at a 90-degree, no problem at all, because you'll be making a notch at that corner. When you turn your dress round, you'll be making a notch so that your garment doesn't pull under the sleeve. You'll be making a notch at that squared corner there. So if you look now at the bottom, I'm going to sew the bottom from the inside, the bottom of the skirt from there going all the way down. I'm going to sew it from the inside. Then I'll turn my gown round and sew the top on the outer side. So this is me now. I'm just joining now my garment, the bottom part of my garment. Now I'm joining the inside seams from the inner side. So these are my side seams. I'm just joining from the inner side so that the seam is inside when we finish. Then the top one is going to be on the outside when I join the sleeves. And for you, when you're joining the sleeves now, just start by sewing just under the bust area to allow comfort. So this is the notch I was talking about for you to put on the corners of the garment where the sleeve joins the lower part of your skirt. So you've just notched it, and then I'll turn my garment inside out. So after I've turned my garment inside out, this is the outlook of it. As you can see, the bottom of the skirt is the seams are inside. Like I said, the seams are inside, but then when I sew the top where you can see those markings, I'm going to sew from the outside and join to the bottom. Okay, I'm just going to sew from the outside, and remember I've notched the corners, and the corners of the sleeves, they've come out really smooth. I'm just going now to make my neck finish, and I'm just going to put some facing, and this is the outcome of the garment after I've finished putting my neck finishing and my hemming. This is how it has come out like. See, all those sleeves, they've come out like with a butterfly effect. And the length of the gown, you can see, is not tight at the bottom. It's giving some space as well at the bottom there, so that your legs don't get trapped, because this doesn't have a front seam, this doesn't have a back seam, which means there is no slit. And now that's the final outcome of the garment. See, how did it come out? Like, if you've liked watching what you can see here, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Hope you've liked today's tutorial. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Goodbye.